Hi, y'all. Oh my God. Sorry, you guys. It has been crazy. Hi, look at this picture I'm starting out with. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to WCIA Network. Thanks for those thumbs up on your way in. It's awesome. Yeah, I've been very busy. I hope everyone had a really nice long weekend. It's showtime. Hi, Muffin Top. Hope you all had a really nice long weekend and you enjoyed yourself and your families and friends. And hi. Yeah, it's so weird to be not on, right? It was a nice break though. Welcome in. If you haven't subscribed, that would be wonderful if you can. It's great for the channel. And thumbs up. I named this.
Hope you all had a really nice long
weekend
weekend and you enjoyed yourself.
I named this Oh My God because there's some stuff I'm going to go through today. I am now keeping totally focused in on the elements that appear throughout the videos that I actually have selected to stay with, throughout the people I've actually selected to stay with, because they give the most information on sharing the Summer Moon Wells missing children story as well as Kylie's story. Welcome to WCIA Network. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Hi, members. Becoming a member is also great. Hi, Judy, Sugar Bee, Muffin Top. Hi. I don't know, is Judy here? Is Donna in here? Let's see. Yep. Oh, look at all this. This is great, you guys. I love all these new subscribers. So welcome. I have a PDF to go over. But what I would like to say a few things is that Summer Moon Wells missing children are really looking for justice, right? And so far it's been difficult to even get particular authorities' attention. Wait, let me see this stream. Let me turn this to subscriber only mode. Hold on. Manage videos. I haven't seen much movement within the authorities in any of these cases. Actually none of these cases. Summer Moon Wells, there's like nothing. Kylie Rodney, I'm thinking there's nothing. And it's really quite frustrating because we all do see particular information that can be discussed, right? There's a lot of information that can be discussed because us here on YouTube, we see it, we're showing it, and it's not information that's, pulled out of our ass. It all matches. The reason I have Summer Moon Utah Wells, Kylie Rodney, Benny Keys, Jody Sue Brown, Check It TV, Adventures with Purpose. What I am missing, and I should add, is Dear Meat for Dinner. Let me put that on here. Because those are the videos that I'm going to be focusing on tonight. Let me add Dear Meat for Dinner. Dear Meat for Dinner. Oh, let's see. I don't think I can. It's too long. Let's see if I shorten Summer Wells. Let's see. Summer Wells. No? Summer. Alright, I'm going to keep it there. There we go. I'm going to be going over all of those channels and their videos because I am taking the elements from all of those videos that I have and I'm showing you the ones that match. So what I'm doing is showing you information from Check It TV, Adventures with Purpose, Deer Meat for Dinner, Benny Keys, Jody Sue Brown, and I'm showing you there's particular information that matches across the board, and it shouldn't. There's no reason this kind of information should be the same across the board. I sort of gave you a really, really good indication with the opening photo of the machine. So that's what we're going to do here. And everything I say is for the sake of the missing children, for the sake of Kylie Rodney. There's a lot of Kylie Rodneys. There's not just one. Kylie Rodney was not alone. I know my spirit guides have shown me over and over the man, and there is a small little baby. They were not alone. And I don't believe in the time frame that they gave us either. So it's just they haven't really got any information, I feel, that's even solid at all. But, all we could do is put it out there, hope for the best, and hope that, justice comes soon. I am still on my path that I told you guys last week that I will be going to LA the week of November 4th. You will not know you'll know when I'm there when I go live, but you won't know when I'm traveling. That's going to be very interesting. So I chose to start out with this photo because Summer Moon Wells, because I know Summer Moon Wells missing children look the same. They all look like Summer Moon. And I just can't get my eyes off of these three pictures because Summer Moon does look a lot like her friend. And this picture in the middle to me doesn't even look like Summer Moon. It doesn't look like the Summer Moon that I know. There's all different Summer Moons, meaning Summer Moon Wells was like and still is like the carbon copy of these kids, right? Wait, let me turn this off. So the kids that fall under Summer Moon to me look like her friend and look like Summer Moon. The nose, the lips, the hair. I just want to point out because I do not believe that Kylie is the only Kylie Rodney that has been taken from that area. This girl who had cried so hard, I think she knows a lot. I think she feels the agony and the sacrifice. And she reminds me of Summer. Yeah. The middle photo, I don't know who this little girl is in the middle, but it's not Summer. The Summer we know, you guys, right? All right. So I'm going to go over some things today that I think are extremely important to show and explain, because I do know that I'm getting more views from people who can, like, within the authority world, right? So I have to make sure that each presentation, which I've been trying, does make sense in a way that can make a difference to the authorities. You know, I can't just put a picture up and say, there's the maroon box. Well, what do they care if there's a maroon box, right? Like, okay. So I have to make sure that I explain it. I explain it correctly. These two pictures right here, as I'm talking, I'm getting distracted by these two. By the photo all the way to the right, these two here just, that one, it's so eerie to me. These two are just so eerie to me. Their nose, mouth, their hair. I'm surprised no one else has noticed this. Like, I'm surprised no one else has said anything. Right? Anyways, I'm not saying they're the same person. I'm pointing it out because it's been asked for me to point it out. That's all. I'm going to start with showing a few things, again, from all of these different videos, channels that have the same elements. But this photo here was a really important one to start out with because this shows items that lay within a room that no one really is paying attention to unless you know the elements. This is from Deer Meat for Dinner. Now again, I have to be very clear. I am not pointing them out as them being guilty. All I'm saying is this stuff is in their videos. People do deep fakes. I may say this person, that person, but all of the stuff on social media, you guys, is completely fabricated. So that's why I don't get involved in fakeness, not fakeness, blah, 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 and who's who. I'm just here to tell the story that actually does happen to these children. This story does happen to the children. That is where I'm getting this information from. The information comes through because it's the story of the missing children. This boat is where I found the most information on actually summer moon. There are photos and images that to me look like the summer moon that we all know. Knowing the process, part of the process is what you see in this photo. I'm going to clip it down so those that are new could understand. Even through Lori Vallow's case, these kids, these teens, the people, this is what goes through the eye, right? This is a real element. This is a real element. So this here is actually showing the true element going through this eye. I believe that this is summer moon, the summer moon that I know of and that we all know of, right? What is behind her is this element, and all I could say is I'm going to show you, let me crop it and turn it. This is what you see in Checka TV's apartment, or whatever you want to call it. You see it in Kylie Rodney in the back of her standing at the water. Let me grab one thing here. Check it. All right, I'm going to show you what I mean. Anytime I see the white, the maroon, the green, the black, those faces in that element are the most common elements. I have been looking at those since Summer Moon Wells. Now, here is the one from Check It TV. Okay? Here is the one from Check It TV. Here is the one, I'm going to turn it for you guys, from Deer Meat for Dinner. Now, I have shown so many of these in Benny's and in Jody Sue's. I'm not going to go fishing for them. You could open up any video and find it. So this here is the same represented. It represents this. This represents that. Let me turn this. Let me flip it. Rotate. Okay, so I'll just put it all different ways because not everybody has the capacity to see how these match. They're always the same color and they're doing the same thing. So it's the maroon, the green, the white. So these are boxes that need to go with each sacrifice. Why? I cannot wait to find out. I can't wait. So this is the green one. This is the green one. This is the maroon one. That's the maroon one. Then you have the white one. You have the white one. It's all here. Which way is this turned? Let me turn it to the left. Let's see. Here it's showing up. You're gonna see some kind of like it's like a, I wouldn't say a body as much as I would say it's representative of a body, okay? This is representative of a body. And that's right there. And this is what happens to the pictures. It tells the story, and this is why I'm told to get these particular photos, because it tells a story. And the story is being told by the kids. They want their story told. See the green face? It's right there. Whoops. Right here. The green face that shows up. I'm always like, oh, there's the green face. It has to have the green face or it's not the sacrifice. A green face. Always, it's like, it's either like a snake face, dragon face, but it's right there. And here's the white body, the maroon thing. And I don't know why it's in Check It TV's freaking video. But it's in there. And it's in a room just like this. Now what I did is I cut out her other part of her head because I didn't want to show her full face. Just because. This is the maroon element that has the little pointy things. She has that attached to the machine that appears. Now, I'm going to show you that machine in 1 second because the first thing I'm going to show you are just some things to get out of the way. But this here is the top of it's a little handheld thing. Benny has it. Jody Sue has it. Check It TV has it. This guy has it. Zanime has it. They really quite match up, and this is the part that is kept in the hand. Now, when I talk about Ryan Upchurch, I'm bringing him in now before I continue, because I'm not bringing in all the stuff on his videos because I'm really hoping that he wakes up, because the element here can be placed in his hand. The elements in here are in his videos. So this is all in there. But what I'm showing is from his latest video that it's just not him. And that's what I was trying to show before, but I took it down because, you know what? I was showing his teeth because I know I put it up there and I didn't put anything to it. So it wasn't explained very well. But his teeth are changing because I see different people. I know he said he got his teeth done, but I don't see the same Ryan Upchurch in every video. These aren't the same Ryan Upchurches in every video. This is his last video, and let me tell you, this is not him. And I'm putting myself out there and saying that with complete confidence, that these photos aren't him. And what I don't understand is how there hasn't been any feedback. That's not him attached to the equipment. That's not him with the hearts all over him. So what I am saying is, I don't get how this isn't being recognized when every video I could actually spend my whole day on his videos, which I'm not gonna. I'm gonna point it out one at a time. That's not his face. This isn't him. But yet they are placing the whole entire fucking sacrifice in his house. They have managed to place all of the elements and information within his new home. So they have him covered in items like I just showed you, and you'll see it's right there in front of you. Let me crop this one. This here is on him. So whoever is doing this is basically, I know because I've been told the Summer Moon Whilst Missing Children story over and over and over, right? So when I say that the whole entire story could be told through Ryan Upchurch's videos, and there hasn't been one discussion about it, you all don't think that's a little weird? So you guys could sit there and say he's shocking shit for his back. You've got to be joking me. Does your husband also look like this and put a heart on his head to be shocked by a machine? See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not, calling anyone out, but you guys have to sort of just wake up. Like, really? Like, you really are going to say that? Like, really even say that? Like, that's the problem. No offense. That's the problem. The problem is you all are going to sit there and say things like that. Oh, that's like, so what is this? Like a tattoo sticker on his head? So don't be a pleaser. Don't sit there and chat and be a pleaser and someone who plays nice and, oh, that must be something he wears to shock himself. That's why nothing has been done. Because they all have you guys fooled, like fools. This, trust me, isn't what your husband looks like when he gets shocked by shit on his body. All of his pictures, all of his videos have all of the elements that tell the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. Down in this little bitty corner is the box. See it? That's the box. And he does not look normal. So it's very important to sort of stop trying to stick up for everybody. Because if you actually mentally think that this is an okay photo with the boxes on there, you really, 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 really need to go see the horror that's going on in our world. And actually accept the horror that's going on in our world. Because if we keep playing the I don't see it, I'm not going to look, by the time all of our children have children and they have children, we're going to combust. We will just kill each other because we can, and everyone's angry, and no one gives a shit. They'll say, oh, that's okay. It's okay. There's the box. This box here is the box. This comes from Check It TV, comes from Deer Meat for Dinner, and it comes from Ryan Upchurch's video. Those boxes are what's everywhere. Everywhere. All the photos here have the same elements. What you see to the right-hand side is from the video from Kylie Rodney's night. If in fact the authorities really want to bust this open, they did not hide any details. They hid not one detail. All the details in their videos are the truth. All they did was light it up and make it look like can't be real because they have these things flying in the air, but they don't have them flying in the air. They're just lights on people's hats and shit. What you see to the right are the real items that follow them into the water in the car on the night that Kylie Rodney went missing. They went with Summer Moon Wells and all the Summer Moon Wells missing children. Ryan Upchurch's house construction has every element placed within his house. Am I saying that it's in his house? Absolutely not. I'm not saying it's in his house. I'm saying that his pictures and his videos, day after day, give the elements of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. That should not be following her ass. But I know what that is. And it shouldn't be there. The Beeston, the Kents, all of their videos have exact same information, exact same machine that you see here on either side, and the Watts have the exact same thing in their house. I have shown it. I have shown that over and over. The Watts, the Watts, the Watts. Oh my God, that is the machine that is in the window of Don Wells. It's real. And none of this shit is being talked about. None. It makes zero sense. It makes zero sense that the machine here will never be discussed outside of my channel. Not one person, not one, has even mentioned it. It's mind-boggling to me. This here was even in Don Wells' window. Now this looks a little different from that, but it's the same thing. And I showed it over and over, it moving. It shows what it does, and nothing. Nothing. That's what I don't understand. Is when it's not like, oh, whatever I show you all should believe and blah, 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 blah. But the point is, I have not changed any of my elements. They're just getting clearer and clearer, because I basically could see that they're not showing just a piece of furniture. They're showing the machine in their room. Here's the watts. This is the watts. It's right there in the room. It's the same. This one is identical to this one, the one on the deer meat for dinner. These items are so obvious, and they just keep repeating themselves. They just keep repeating themselves. And everyone is still talking about a lot of other things, but they're not talking about this. Like real information that's just consistent over and over and over. The same thing. This here are photos that are taken off of Deer Meat for Dinner's video. This is the video that I feel is Summer Moon Wells on the boat. Now, if anyone has ever seen someone fishing with this shit on his hands, I'd love to know. Because, I've shown this before, and I'm showing it again. It has the heart, it has the V. They cut off the fingertips. And this is as clear as can be. And it's allowed. That doesn't mean that everyone here has to allow them to make you feel as if it's okay. Think for yourselves. Think as an individual. This is what the children look like on the boat. I believe that this was one of the Summer Moon Wells groups of children, if not Summer Moon herself. This was the group that looks like, to me, Summer Moon. I have really gone over this many, many, many times, and I do have other videos that cover it. I think it's real solid information. I think that it's very, very difficult, I do understand, for people to see it, to see through what's going on here, to see this is a sacrifice. And I get that you much rather not see it. But if you don't start seeing it, our children are going to keep getting killed. And they did not sign up for that at birth. It's a tough thing to see, but you gotta look. That bee is in her mouth. This here is on her chin, between her neck. This, the one with her mouth open, is in her mouth. I get it's hard to see. This is the most important. This, to me, is the most important piece for the authorities to see, because this, to me, is a match that, to me, is perfect. This is Benny Keys. I always say Benny Keys is in a fake car. Now, this is actually Benny Keys. Look at him. This isn't a deep fake. You need to look very, very closely at what his hand is on. You guys, this is, to me, like if I were a cop. Look at this. This box. This, to me, is the most important piece of evidence. This box here is in Benny Keys' fake car, right? That same box is with Jody Sue cutting her fingers off. It's right there. I'm not done. It's right here. That same box is on the boat, Deer Meat for Dinner. Now, the letters all match up. My question to Jody Sue Brown, Deer Meat for Dinner and Benny Keys, how the hell did you all three get the same equipment? There's Jody Sue, Deer Meat for Dinner. And there's Jody Sue and Benny Keys. To me, there only is one reason that this shit is here. This is the shit this is the stuff that needs to be questioned. This is the stuff that I'm begging, YouTubers to look at. This is Deer Meat for Dinner. Okay? To the left is Benny Keys, to the right is Jody Sue. Why, you guys, question yourself? Why are these all the same? They're all the same. Well, that's cutting her finger off. That's a finger cutter, you guys. Here is another match. Perfect match. Zanime said that she went out on the lake where Kylie Rodney was, right? And she went out on a canoe boat. In the middle is Zanime's fake canoe boat. These photos that you see come from Dear Meat for Dinner's picture on the wall, which changes throughout the whole entire video. It tells the whole entire story. So on Dear Meat for Dinner, they have a picture on the wall that as you go frame by frame, the picture on the wall tells the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. Zanime's item matches perfectly to what you see. This is what is used in the sacrifices. They're all the same. And then that picture I just showed you on the wall changes. The story evolves. See how it started like that? Same picture on the wall. I know this story. You all who are looking in this may not understand what you see, but if you were to watch my other videos, you would totally understand what you see here. This here, when turned upside down, is the sacrifice. This is the story of Kylie Rodney and Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. Period. The elements here match. This is what you saw in Kylie Rodney's photos, you guys. This is what you saw in those crazy ass photos from the video. This is what you saw. This is the story. It's telling the story. These are the crazy photos that match to Kylie Rodney's pictures. They match. You see something. Oh, I hate when I say that. Kylie. Let me see if I could grab. I always say that as soon as I say it, I'm going to try to grab one photo, Kylie. To show those, just one or two, to show you how perfectly matched these are. Let's see if I got them here. Okay. Kylie's photos do tell the whole story. And they match. Whenever I open up any of these photos and videos, and they here, like you see even this one, like they just have the same elements. As crazy as they look, they show the same information. Let me grab a different one. I want one of the party. Let's see. Kylie round 2. Okay. Yeah, they, you know, like if the authorities really wanted to decide to just follow for shits and giggles the stuff that I'm saying, like this here represents there were 3 people. There's a guy in a baseball cap. It represents it. It's in all. They told the story and they told it pretty crystal clear. But it's, it's difficult. It's difficult for anyone to accept the story and that it was told. The story was told. The heads were shown. Like this here is really probably Kylie. And they're the other people. Like that is symbolic, you guys. I don't give a shit what it looks like. I don't care what anyone says. I'm being told this is the story. So I just say it. I'm not looking for anyone to agree or disagree. One of those heads is Kylie's and it's in the middle. So, until shit changes and people want to accept the fact what's going on, nothing's going to change? Is that like what is happening here? Like no one's going to care? But I can tell you that I believe there are YouTube people out there. There are YouTube creators. I know which ones you are that are pushing the narrative. This is the story. There are YouTube people that are pushing the narrative in a direction that's just only good for you. Because as nutty as this photo looks here, this is the story. I'm just here to tell the story. And you guys are following YouTube creators that really need to tell it a certain way. They need to tell it a certain way. It's good for their channel. But this here is on his wall and it consistently shifts. What you see in the glasses is the silver part with the heart. It's a major element. And then you see a white one and a red one. Like I'm showing this because what is being reflective in his glasses basically represents a child. And what's to the left is a photo that is from the same boat that I think that Summer Moon Wells was on. I think that's just, it just hits me that way. I don't know who this all-American dream chaser is, but man, he must really like Sammy because he let Sammy tell the story of Kylie Rodney, right, in all of his videos. He just sits there. I'm just going to sit there and do nothing and let her tell her story. That's what's going on here. Those are the machines that you see behind Sammy. That's the machine that you see behind Sammy. There's something that gets put in there. So here's the machine that's in the Kent or Beeston family video, right? That's what this is. Sammy is just like showing 3 of them. Why? Because there were 3 people. 2 adults and a baby. It's right there. This is the machine. She is telling you guys that those are empty. I'm telling you because I'm clairvoyant, right? That's what I do, right? I know what she's saying because I'm being told what she's saying. They have been picked up and they're gone now. She is showing the machine that the little cylinder that's in that machine, it's a cylinder, it's empty. The cylinder is gone. She's telling the story. And no one wants to look. Here's her little picture. See? She is telling the story. And this American Dream Chaser is probably getting paid for her to tell the story. See, her little photos have like information in it. That's Doug from American Dream Chaser. But everything that you see here are elements. Major elements. And she is bragging. They're empty. They're gone. They're gone. That's what she's showing you guys. The Watts have it. They all have that. They all have that. They all have that. And that guy he has the whole story on his videos. The picture all the way to the right is from Ryan Upchurch's new house construction. He's showing the top layer, but under that layer are rooms with these bars. Now, again, Ryan is not acknowledging this is in his videos. This is what the cage area looks like and where these children go, you guys. This is where they go. In the middle photo is from the carnival when Don Wells went to the carnival with his children. That picture I've never let go of. It was one of the first photos, and at that point I didn't have elements really. I'm like, what is this? Please tell me what is this, because it was so bloody. Like I felt like it was so bloody and real, and I just saw it over and over. The one to the left I got from someone's video. I have to look it up. I don't know. But this is what you see in the middle. And in Ryan's video, it's what it is. It's frames between frames. And they're bars. And this is what it's showing is under his house. Just like how that shit showed under Don Wells' house. But to the left, it's showing a victim that is sitting there and she has this shit on her, right? Let me change the color a little bit. This here, I believe, was one of the TikToks that, look at that. This is true. That's not fake, you guys. That's not a baby she's holding. That's like the raccoon face. She is 110% sitting in the machine. Her head is connected, her body is connected. And that's what it superimposes. It puts what you see all the way to the right is what appears on the lower level. Again, this is what All American Dream Chaser is choosing to put on his channel. To me, if I were following the elements on this channel and I was someone of authorities, this is to me so guilty. I mean, look at the stuff that's in her car. Look at the stuff that's on her head. Just look. She has the elements, you guys, right on her head, smiling. And on the bottom corner, she has the maroon box. Right next to this guy who runs this channel. Now this photo is making it look like they're in the same room. See? That's what's on her head. The bottom photo, let me get it in a different way, is basically representing, let me see if I could sharpen this a little. This photo is representative of them in the same room. If I would ask this guy, like, what the hell is this? Who are you? Because you've interviewed her more than twice. And this is what happens to your videos. They turn into the kill zone. They turn into the kill zone. She isn't in a car anymore. She's sitting in a situation that Summer Moon Wells was sitting in a car. You are sitting in front of the equipment. And you're both in the same freaking room. Like, what is that? Here, what you see are pictures from that lady 12 years ago, and the other one is from, I don't remember, maybe Deer Meat for Dinner. But the information in here really tells this part of their sacrifice very well, because this part of this story, this is part of the story that the children really need to be told. The children need other people to hear this part of their story. And what needs to be shown here, I don't know if you guys could, I'm trying to lighten it up where you could see it, but this is a very, very, very important piece of the puzzle. they're sitting in tires. And that really, really bothers me. Oh, you're so welcome, Muffin Top. This bothers me a lot because they're in car tires, like big tires. And I have had these tires as part of the story for a very long time. What really scares me and feels very uncomfortable but very real is as I say the word tires, it's very uncomfortable. Like that's where I go with Adventures with Purpose. I don't mean to call them out. I don't know anything about them, but you guys, there's something with it. There's something bad that's happening. And car tires and tires are very much part of their story, you guys. I don't like it, but it's true. There's something with that. Here's a good picture that will let me grab this. Here's a picture that matches. See, these are the pictures from the party. So yes, those are tires, you guys. It's from the party. This is what I just tried to show you guys. I'm hopping and jumping everywhere. Wait a minute. Hold on. Here it is. Turn it. No? Wait. Okay, I got it. This is, so that photo that I just put on there is from the party, right? So this is what I mean by they're the same. They're doing the same thing. See? You see what I mean? Like these photos, this is what Dear Meat for Dinner has on her wall, or the fake wall, whatever you want to call it, matches these photos from the party. And they're telling the same story. You know, like they put this here was shown as one of the aerial shots of the car, but we all know that's not the car. Like I never understood what they were showing here. So let me put this over. So what you see there at the party, the green, the white, the red, the maroon, is what Kylie is basically on. This is the same thing that Kylie's standing on. And it's at the party. So all of this situation is the same, you guys. It's the same. There's like no way of getting around it. And I'm just really, really hope one day that the YouTubers that I actually had a lot of respect for would show up. It's the same thing she's on. And as you see, she's not alone. There's a baby and there's a male. Let me show you where the baby is and let me show you where the male is. Let me look at this. This is the male. This is Kylie. Or maybe this is Kylie. Well, there's a head over here, though. So here's, I know that this is what Summer Moon Wells, this is the tube right here. It's changing, you guys. This is the tube. This picture's changing. So wait a minute. Well, this is showing that it was more than 3 people. No, these are the 3 main people right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the receiver or something. 1, 2, 3. And there's someone over here. There's a lot of people in this picture, by the way. There's more than a man and a baby and Kylie. This picture's from the party, you guys. And it's a real photo. Like, that's what I'm hoping, is that these photos get acceptable, that they're acceptable for people to discuss. Because that person floating in the water is floating in the water and is going to die. That person floating in the water has something on them. They're connected and their heads are covered. They're not taking a swim. Here, take a closer look. This person is not taking a swim. This is what the Summer Moon Wells missing children look like, you guys. This is the stuff that really, I'm hoping, gets talked about. Gets talked about. These are photos. And see, they light things up. The photo all the way to the right, you guys, comes from the Beeston Bunch. I don't know where the one from the left comes from, but it shows the machinery on the eyes and the whatever the box connected to the shoulder. But this is a very sad photo. That is what she shows is in the car seat. It's supposed to be her son. Obviously, it's not her son. Really look close at this. This is extremely important to understand. This little boy is coming through the tunnel. The most important thing to understand is it's not where they show. He's not in a park. You need to look all the way in the back of the tunnel where there's another child peeping through the door. Now, these are extremely real photos which don't get any traction whatsoever. I have been asking this group to look at their pictures and see if they could help. They could help. They have a very big platform. That's not her son. And there's another child that's coming through that tunnel. Now, there's no opening on a tunnel like this. This is supposed to be in the park, and he's just playing in one of those things. Because this is where they are. They're underground. And the bottom right-hand corner is what is in their window. I still believe that that's what a location looks like. That is the shape of the same, that's the same rooftop that I've been shown over and over. I'm shown that all the time. I'm always shown that rooftop. I don't know where that is. This is the mom from Beeston coming out of the fake tunnel. This is not her, because whoever's coming out of it, you guys, mouth has that muzzle on it. Her head is covered, you guys, and she's connected by metal to something. The picture is not covered up. This is not a deep fake photo. Recognize what's on her. Recognize what is on her shoulders. She's connected to this thing. Look at her head and her mouth and the metal piece going through her arm. This information is free for any of the authorities to go get when they're ready to really understand that this is real. Whatever that is connected to her back, connected to her arm, and her face is covered. This is the Kylie Rodney story. This is the Kylie Rodney story. This is exactly what the kids look like, you guys. Look at the back of her head. Look at what she's attached to. She's not just coming out of a tunnel. This is the information that is being shown to me all day, every day, you guys. The Beeston Bunch shows these log cabins, and in the log cabins is the main element, the heart with the white that I show. That heart with the white is the same thing that is in Ryan Upchurch's last video. That's to the left. These are all the same elements that are being shown over and over and over. They all match. They all match. This is exactly what we saw in the cabins when Summer Moon's story and everyone gave a shit. This is what was peering out of those log cabins by Summer Moon, you guys. I think it's, I think this was by the water hole. It was the same information that was peering out. This that you see here is the same exact element that is being broadcasted in Ryan Upchurch's videos. That is this. This is all the same. All the same. See that? So, like, it doesn't make any sense how, but I just saw someone said, I guess I'm blind. I'm going to show you, sometimes you're not blind. Sometimes it takes a little bit of focus to allow your eye to see it. So I don't know if you're talking about this, but here's the heart in the cabin. If you don't see that, and you don't see that this matches this, then you're just not looking. You're just not looking. Either A, you're scared, or B, you I don't know. I think it's all from being scared. But this, I hope this helps, because it is hard. You know, sometimes it's very hard to see that. Like, it's difficult. You guys understand that this is Check It TV's video? This comes from that lost cabin. This lost cabin he shows, I call bullshit. It ain't lost. I think that this is the location. Whatever he keeps showing, to me, is the same location Summer Moon was in, the same location that, you know, what just happened with Kylie. All the elements that fly by in this video, they don't only match Kylie Rodney, they match Summer Moon, the Wells house. See? Yeah, once you see it, you can't unsee. That's correct, but it does take a. Don't be hard on yourselves, and give yourself some time. We're not used to seeing stuff like this. Your eyes and your brain, it's not used to seeing this. So this is Check It TV. This is very important that you guys see this. This is Check It TV's video. In the reflection of the video, he actually is showing himself carrying in a body with long blonde hair, because it shows white, with a body bag. And then that body bag winds up in a room behind a cage over to the left. All in his video. So I am really not quite clear why he would show something like this. This is the first picture. I'm going to go in order because it's really small. The picture all the way to the right. They're all different pictures, believe it or not. Shows it like that. He is carrying a body with long blonde hair. Here the body moves. So if you compare this photo to this photo, you will see how the hair and the it shifts. Let me point it out. This is from Check It TV when he shows, oh, I'm going into a cabin that's been abandoned, but I'm going to superimpose myself while I'm holding my camera, holding a body. So here's the head of the person, and here it is again. This is a human. This is someone's reflection. This is the body bag. This is the box. That famous maroon box. Yes, Judy, he says that this is, okay, so interestingly enough, what he says about this is it is where the party was. Where the party was, the water connects. It's within moments. It's right next to where the party was, he said. That this is an abandoned cabin that's right by where the party was, and the water area, the river connects. So those are little bags. All the way to the left side, when he continues to show the house, he shows these little rooms. The thing about it that's the most important thing to me is the little rooms. I mean, here he shows it in the front of the house, and then all of a sudden these bags are in these little rooms. So things are moving while he's there. Like these things move locations. It's pretty, it to me, this information is pretty solid. I mean, you could see you could see those bars in those rooms, they stay consistent with what I showed earlier. Right? That the bars and the rooms basically kind of all look like that. So what you're looking at could be easily, so here's the bottom again of Ryan Upchurch's superimposed house. See? This and this are the same. Wait. Let me work with the sharpness. Okay, maybe that will help it. Oh, yeah. That and the bars that are in this photo that's in the room now, these bars are inside the room, behind the window. It's the same as this. These here are the bars. Those are inside the window, behind the window. This is inside a window. It's in the window. It's behind like a fake one-way mirror or something. Summer Moon Wells, the Wells had them in their house as well, and so did the Watts. And this is Right Check It TV. Oh, that's getting blurred. I don't mean to pick on this channel, but someone's doing something over here. I wanted to show you guys the video that really stood out to me. That I'm really having a hard time with, especially with the tires. This, I am being told, and I'm just repeating, okay, that I'm being told that this is what the sacrifice looks like when they burn the bodies. I don't even know how else to say it. But that's what I'm being told, is this story is being told right here. And that's a fire that burns the body. And it just happens to be in a Venture with Purpose video, and that's all I could say. I'm not saying it's them. I'm not saying it's anybody. All I'm saying is this is Summer Moon Wells' story. Period. And it's very important to understand, because this is part of the story. The story has to be understood, because the evidence is not ever going to be clear. There will never be clear evidence. That is why the story of the missing children have to be told. The story has to be told, you guys, because there are so many people that are doing this to people, but these groups are being paid to do it. They're saying that they're finding family members that they know where they are because they were sacrificed. And none of this is true. Wait, let me turn that one around. None of this has been proven. Nothing I have said has been proven. Please understand that, because I am not saying anything that has been proven true. I am just speaking the voices that are telling me that the success of finding these people are because they know who was the car and the tires and what cars were used to sacrifice the person. These cars are being used as part of this sacrifice, is what I'm supposed to say. This is a sacrifice right here. I'm being told that this is a sacrifice right here. They're upside down in the fire. And she's saying that this is what they're meant to do, that Adventures with Purpose believes in their... nothing is true, you guys. I'm just saying it, okay? So I'm just saying what I'm supposed to be saying, that they believe in their purpose. They believe in their purpose, but they do know they're going to find that person, because they're being placed in there, you guys, as part of a sacrifice. And what they're saying is, this is the sacrifice. This happens to be a photo of the sacrifice. But their success is there because they know. That's all that comes out. They know. That's all that is coming out. I don't have they know somewhat. They know. They just know. They know. That's it. They know. And this is what it looks like. It's a ritual. So let's say they're giving an example. If a child is sick. Oh, I'm giving you an example that they like to do. Now, I'm not saying them. Again, sick child, a child with Down syndrome, a child with disabilities, a child that they believe is not meant to be here. meaning the parents and the family are the ones that choose to sacrifice their child. So it's all kept quiet, but they get paid a lot of money and they're very successful. But whoever is doing this believes in their purpose. They have a purpose to their adventures. They have a purpose. Their adventures with purpose. Now, understand, I'm just saying what I'm told to say. Nothing's been proven, okay, you guys? It's just what I'm saying. I'm just freaking saying shit that comes through. That's all. And it could be completely freaking wrong. But this is a sacrifice. I don't mean to laugh, but this is a fucking sacrifice. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you guys this. This is what it looks like. They're coming down off the tree. Like, this is a sacrifice. This is it. This is a sacrifice. According to the spirits that I have in this room with me right now, according to the spirits that are trying to tell their story, they're saying that here is the white smoke that we see this white smoke that we see in the air is being created by what's happening underwater. It's a poof. So this is a fire, and it creates that over the water. And that's how people see it. That's an actual white poof of water, of smoke, and we've seen that. I've shown that. My goodness. I mean, it's always in anything that I show the water. It's like a smoke, and then look at that turns into like some whatever symbol. But this is a sacrifice. This person over there to the right is being sacrificed. Or she's part of it. She's not the only one. But this is her basket. She's in one of these baskets that I've shown you guys. Oh God! Sometimes when I listen to myself, you guys, I have to be honest. Like, if I heard someone saying the things that I'm saying, I'd be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, that's what I have to live with, my own truth, because my own truth is very, very hard for me to accept, as well as whatever. It's quite uncomfortable. But this is what Summer Moon Wells looked like in her cylinder. Holy shit. That's what Summer Moon Wells looked like in her cylinder. You guys see that? That's a cylinder, and one of those faces is like a raccoonish. There's two. See, they're paired together. They're paired. These are real sacrifices, you guys, that are happening. That person, I think these children have disabilities, or they're being brainwashed to think they're better off dead than alive. They're being brainwashed that their child is meant to be sacrificed. And the families are doing it. This is the boy in the water that they're watching. If you look at the left-hand side, you see look at them. They're part of the sacrifice. They're part of it. Look at the father's neck. I don't even know if it's the father. That's what just came out. So they're all part of what's going on here. And this is what they did to Kylie. And this is what they did to Summer. It's one big party. This is what they did. And he's being sacrificed. He has all the shit on him. The picture in the middle is one of Ryan Upchurch's, I've Got You Man. I want to show you how he does this. It's in his pictures. So these guys are doing the same thing. See? And the picture in the middle here is I Got You Man. But they have the same stuff on them as Summer Moon and Kylie. This is going to blow your mind. This is Check It TV. I really wanted to show these elements side by side. Check It TV is on the left side. That comes from him videotaping and showing the cabin that's empty. Look at how it matches up so perfectly to the Wells house. I said this before. I feel as if it's like they're standing, I'm telling you, clairvoyantly, I said this before, they're standing on a porch, just like you see in Check It TV's video. Candace never showed the porch. She was standing on a porch looking a little bit down on an angle, just like what you see in Check It TV's. And it has that same screen. So to the left is Check It TV. To the right is Summer Moon's dancing. Again, if you look at what they put in, I'm telling you spiritually, clairvoyantly, that what Check It TV showed is a location that they filmed this. Because they placed that chair and that whatever they placed in front to match up with those kind of chairs. So if Check It TV ever hears this, I call bullshit. That it's not a place that is abandoned. You may say it's abandoned right now because you don't have another victim. I say that this is the Wells house. I say this is where they do the filming. I say this is where they do the sacrifices. And this is where you have the children held. Now, I'm not saying it's him. What do I know? I'm just saying it because this is your video. This is Ryan Church's picture video of his new house. Oh, I really wish he would say something. Because the front of his house is being used to show Kylie Rodney's exact story. I always talk about Summer Moon, blah, blah, blah. I tell you her story. Your videos, nobody else's videos, tell the story so perfectly to Kylie Rodney. It is showing the man and the woman. That's Kylie, and that's the man. This, you guys, is being put in Ryan's videos, and we haven't heard from him yet. Do you see that little girl's face? Head on a platter? Those words, I really wish I remembered which channel made fun of me. It was like one of the first oh my god, when I said head on a platter for the first time, and she made a whole joke about it. But welcome to the Kylie Rodney story. This is it. This is it. Those are the bars. And Ryan Upchurch, you got this all in your video, bro. Bro. I mean, this is why I kept asking for help. I kept asking for help for a reason, right? To me, I'm being told, Kylie Rodney. She's in her cylinder. The top. That's the man she was with. That's the man that was sacrificed with her. And trust me when I say it, there's a baby somewhere here. Either she's holding the baby or the baby's somewhere else. She has a baby with her. I'm telling you that because I'm seeing that right now. I don't know shit if it's true, but she's holding a baby. Maybe a fetus. A child. And this is the male that went with her. Whoever this is. Do you see how this looks just like, this is just like the Wells house? I showed that to you guys before. When he was building his house, you see down by the foot, I was showing that there's these little holes in the wall, and the kids were, Summer and her brothers were by those little holes. It's the same thing. This whole thing is just, it's a cookie cutter, you guys. It's the same situation. She's holding a teeny baby, you guys. Child, that's the word. Child, that's the word that they want me to say, a child. And I'm being told this is Kylie. Do I know for a fact? Absolutely not. And these bars obviously are not, these bars are not at his house. See how it's being superimposed? See how the white ropes and everything are coming through? They're going to be connected. Her face is turning green. There's a lot going on. Oh, there's another person showing up. See that? It's another head. See, they said maybe there's more right here. So notice the bars, how I said that the bars are the same, but also what's really important is both Summer Moon and this Check It TV, they have, and this one, you're watching it through a screen. You see? You're watching that. That right there could be happening right here. You see? Because this here feels more correct to me. It's just being placed there. But it's behind this same screen. It's the same screen. These might be different cylinders, all different cylinders. It looks like this whole photo will change. It's, ooh, I just had a deja vu. Oh my God, you guys, oh my God. I just had a deja vu. I have to, wait. When shit like that happens to me, it's because it's reflective of somewhere in one of my past lives. Wow. So I am going to recognize that this is a deja vu to me, because this is almost like a graveyard. This is a graveyard. This is a graveyard of many people, and it's saying that it's deja vu because one of my past lives have gone through something like this, and I'm in the same cemetery. That's what it's saying. These are skeleton heads. These are only skeleton heads. You're looking at skeleton heads, and this is representative. Oh, this is representative of the cemetery. This is very representative of the whole situation. This is like a very meaningful photo to those who know what it means. This particular photo is like it's like godlike. It's like God. It's like God. Oh. This is a graveyard. It is. You guys, this is a graveyard. Oh my God. See how I just turned it up? Oh my God. Oh my God. They just had me turn it upside down. She said this is a graveyard. Ryan Upchurch's house is on a graveyard. What the fuck? You guys, my whole entire body is flipping out. Oh my God. I just turned it. See? Wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Let me open this up even more. It's representative. Look at the people. Look at the people. So I wonder if his house is buried on a graveyard that's representative of this whole entire thing. Meaning his land. Oh my God, guys, I'm so uncomfortable. Oh my God. Wow. It's telling me, that's what it's telling me. Oh, Ghost Ranch. All I could tell you is this is a fucking graveyard. You guys, this is a graveyard. In this photo, wow. So here comes that white thing with the heart, and that's why I think that this is representative of Kylie, because the white thing, this is something that this group really showed a lot of. It's on the ground. It's turning into that white thing with the heart. And there's those boxes that I told you was under Ryan Upchurch's sofa, which is, let me circle it. This here is what I said, oh, and then he's got the boxes under his sofa. This is a graveyard. And it's very, very representative of Kylie. You guys. Let me show you. So those, just for shits and giggles, this is the picture of Ryan in his, it's not Ryan, they want you to think it's Ryan. And I'm like, oh, he's got those boxes under his couch. This is what I meant. Those boxes. This is this. See how it's all the same thing, you guys? If you have your elements down, you get your elements and you just don't look at anything else. Oh my God, I haven't had a deja vu like that in so long. That's crazy. It's a really strange feeling, you guys, when that happens. It's like it goes pretty deep. Like I could be standing here talking and everything I'm saying, it's like I feel like I said it already. Everyone knows what deja vu is, but they're really strong for me. So here's one last picture. This is going to be a really interesting picture tomorrow. Wow. This is the same place. Here she is. Now here Summer is. It's fake Summer because that's obviously, look at her. But I want you to notice the wood. See the wood? This is on the other, this is in front of her. What's to the left? Which one is hers? To the left? Oh, I don't know which one is hers. Maybe the one to the left is hers. And one to the right is Check a TV. But they have the same trees. See? The same trees, the same wood on the floor. The red barrels in the same location. Everything is the same. And if you recall, this summer, the Wells' house kind of turns into water. It overlooks water. These are two separate. The one from the left is from Check a TV. I think all of this took place at that location. I don't think he lives on Ghost Ranch. I don't know. He said he has a huge piece of property. I haven't really watched. I don't really listen. When I take his stuff, I don't listen to the voices. I just take my elements, but these all match. So the one to the left is Check a TV, and the one to the right is Candace's, right? To me, there's no difference. I feel like it's the same place. I am putting that out there. And here's a picture of Summer, and it's almost as if it was taken through that screen. I see these once in a while. And what that is what you see to the left. A screen like that from Check a TV. And if you look at the rope, that kind of like that rope that's coming down, it shows up in Check a TVs. Here, I'll circle it just in case you don't see it. Right here. These are the ropes. This rope is attached to Summer. She's like on some trampoline. So this is Check a TV in his house, and when he shows the back of his house, the heart with the white thing, he's like showing it off, like he thinks, like he's like laughing about it. No one notices it, but that thing that he's showing is the same the same element that when I say, oh, it's the white thing with the maroon. It's the same thing as you see here with the maroon heart. And it's the same thing you see, let me see here. In here. So even though you see it in different locations, that's why I stick to the elements. He just happens to have it sitting in his living room. That's a joke, right? And then that same little box, it shows up at her party. It starts out as a maroon box and on the beach. I just want to show you how once in a while my elements appear again, and I like to put it in there even though it doesn't make sense at this point to put it in, but I like to have a focal point. So that's what's usually attached to Benny's face when he's outside under his porch. It's the same element over on the left hand side that is found in the Beast and Bunch video. It's a really good match. In the middle is a picture of Benny from, oh my God, day one. He's on the Wells property. And what I'm showing you is all these little hearts with these mesh and stuff. They all come together. in every sacrifice and every video that I work on. It's these red hearts on this mesh stuff or on the rocks or on plaster. But if you look here, this is exactly what Kylie Rodney has floating out off her head and in the wind. And whoever is behind her, I feel, is not her. I feel two different females here. And that's what's in her here, is like the same stuff you see floating around the party and floating around Benny in the Wells shed. He's standing in the Wells shed. And it may not be Benny. I don't know. It's on his video, but it may not be him. I don't know who it is. But this is what's behind Kylie when her hair is floating in the wind. It matches, you guys, what's floating in the air at the party, which no one talks about this stuff. And it's the same shit that's floating in the Wells shed where Benny goes in and shows the shed. So, you know, and when if the authorities really wanted to look at it closer, they would be able to see that the design of these things are all the same. They match each other. So basically, if you look at Kylie's, it would probably be able to be matched up to what's floating at the party. And if you look at what's hanging all over Benny's body in the shed, will be the same thing that's hanging all over Summer's body when she's against all those white bones. Same thing. It goes all the way back to the beginning, those things. One of the first elements, that's Catch It TVs, and this is Wells. Everyone, you can't forget. It's funny, no one's going back to any of the Wells information. Their information is extremely important and very usable. Check It TV's whole video reminds me of the Wells home and property. Oh, I did line this up. So when you see something like this, it's the story. It's being told, and it's been told to me for over a year now. Over a year. Check It TV is showing the underground location, showing the heads, showing it, you guys. That is from the same place as I just showed. I believe that's where Dancing in the Rain was videotaped. Don's dad, I don't know. Last picture. No, he's attached to machinery or something. Here's those little bones. So what you see up in the left-hand corner is Check It TV. Obviously, we all know who Benny is. He loves to show that little piece. That is major, major, major piece. And Don Wells is just, his face is being covered up for whoever is getting the shit kicked out of him. So these are pictures that I just like to add them in because a lot of you haven't seen them, and this is the stuff that I have hundreds, thousands probably, of photos like this that shouldn't be a finger in an eyeball, but it is. Those little white things with the hearts are their trophies. And I only get this kind of information on particular people's videos. I wanted to show you this because if you look up in the right-hand corner, doesn't that look like Ernie, you guys? Put a number 1 in chat if you think that's Ernie. That was just in Ryan Upchurch's video. Because it's not Ryan. That looks like Ernie in Ryan Upchurch's videos. He's in the dark, like with these machines and shit. Like the part that's next to it on the left is part of that video. But this whole video, I'm like, that's Ernie. Yeah, see? Ones. Thank you. How bizarre is that? Why would Ernie be in Ryan's videos? It's a pretty damn good photo of his face. Thank you. Let's see. All right, I'm going to blow it up. Thank you for the ones. Woohoo! So, this isn't Ryan. That's so Ernie. That's so Ernie. Thank you all. Thank you. So this dude is like in the darkness, and that's Benny on the bottom right hand corner taking his eyeball out. I just think these are so funny. I like, they're the last 2 pages of my presentation. I love showing these because this is what people think is a car, and it's so fake. This is so fake. Like, it's so crazy that no one calls this shit out. And I also want to show you that if in fact this is the room, they are showing you the gates. This is not a car, and he is showing the gates in which I believe these children are behind. Now, this is a real photo. I feel this is the real bars, that whatever is behind these bars, and the only ones that know I'm right are the guilty. I am telling you, the day this is busted open, the children are behind here. That this is a real place. Look at that. There's a face in there. Oh my God, you guys, there's a head in there. That's the cages. And Benny, I do believe, could tell us where this shit is. There's a face in there. This cage matches all of the other cages that I say are the cages. Let me grab one. Like, where, like this. This here, now look past what you see and look for the bars. So if in fact I am correct that I say that those are the bars being reflective in the window, then these should match. Let's see. Yeah, see? You see that? these bars and these bars. The bars inside the window, you guys. Inside the window. I think that this is the location of whatever's going on. I am putting that right now out there as a clairvoyant, which is basically my reputation, that when they find this stuff and it is blown open, these bars that you see right here in Benny's and right here in Check a TV is exactly what it's going to look like. That's exactly what it's going to look like. I see it. I could smell it, sort of. And Benny could lead us to it. I shouldn't say highly. I completely believe in that. I want him to give me a location to go sniff out. Those bars and these bars are the same. And Check a TV is not standing alone, you guys. This is very serious photo. This is a very serious photo. In his fake car. This photo is what I'm ending it on, and I do believe that this is the true Kylie Rodney. This comes from one of the Beastin videos. I feel as if this complete photo is representative of everything that I just talked about, and that I said this is actually Kylie Rodney's story. These bars that's a cylinder. She's behind those bars. Her face is burnt. And we just told her story. We just told her story, you guys. Thank you, Justice Coming Soon. This is her. This is exactly what Kylie, the photo they give us, that's the stuff that's on her head. It's all that white stuff. And there is a photo of her that I do have somewhere. I'm not looking for it. Her head is covered in that crown. And the crown is covered just like that, of all white. It winds up being all white. Basically, it turns like this. There's no difference. This here will have no, whatever winds up being this photo, if I happen to be correct that this is Kylie Rodney and this is her last photo, somewhere these are the same. Do you understand what I'm saying, you guys? Somewhere because these are deep faked and the story is hidden, right? The story is hidden. Oh. Oh. Here's Check It TV. There's a baby. This is them. You guys, this is Check It TV's. This is them. This is Kylie Rodney's story. This is Kylie Rodney's story, you guys. She's holding a child. This here matches with those other photos. And this is that. Check It TV could tell her whole story too. You guys, Check It TV can tell her whole story. And I'm putting that out there. I'm putting that out there as a 100% confident, because this here that came from the party is the same thing as we're looking at. Here they are in the basket. These same faces that you see, they're the same. The green and the, see? This is the same. Come out of the basket. This is the Kylie Rodney story, and I'm sticking to it. This is Kylie Rodney. This is her story. Her story. No one else's story. There are other Kylie Rodneys out there, right? But the one that we are looking at and the one that we have been searching for, this is the story. Just like Summer Moon Wells' story, right? Everyone, there are many Summer Moon Wells, but there's only one exact Summer Moon Wells story that's Summer Moon's. And I believe Benny could tell that story. Just as I believe Check It TV could tell Kylie's story. Period. Check It TV can tell the story. Wow. You guys, I am definitely going to end it on that for tonight. This was a lot of information. It was great information, and the point being of telling this information and sharing the Summer Moon Wells missing children and Kylie's story is to bring justice, with or without anyone coming forward to tell the story. I'm going to continue telling the story to hope to bring them justice. It's the only way they're going to get justice is by having this story told. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for keeping it clean in the chat room. Amazing. You guys are really amazing. Thank you for being respectful and playing nice in the sandbox. Muffin Top, you did great. I don't know if where Donna is ever coming back. Thank you, members. Please subscribe and thumbs up on your way out. It does make a difference. Thank you all. God bless you all. I will definitely be talking to you tomorrow. Good night, guys.